Okay, so this is the Taboo Tater Tots Club podcast. The only one, the singular one that will work with no interruptions. This is definitely not the third or fourth time we've done this already.
Where we talk about anything that interests us, whether it be politics, murder, or the stupidity of electric vehicles.
Or the stupidity of USB hubs.
Yeah. So, we may not be as energetic as expected because we have had technology issues galore.
It's not a bunch. It's just this is the
I
third
just say
time.
galore because it sounds
more
official.
I get frustrated very easily, and not mad, just frustrated.
Anyways, as I was gonna say before, you were like, "Oh, I fixed it."
Mm-hmm.
Just for future reference,
Mm-hmm.
a good way to know if the USB is gonna fuck up
Mm-hmm.
is transfer something to or from the flash drive, and if it completes the transfer, you should be good.
I think really what happened was because I was messing with my webcam, like an external webcam, and when I opened Streamlabs at first, the webcam was super duper glitchy, so it might not have been connected properly or something, and so that was probably what was making the USB hub fuck up. Maybe that's my theory.
That makes sense.
But
just for future reference, just transfer something either from or to, and if the transfer completes, then you should be good.
yeah, we had already recorded 3 minutes of the podcast, and then it fucked up, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna check that to see if we have to record that again, and it did corrupt. So I was like, oh, I better check to see another file to see if it had corrupted anything else on the flash drive, and everything else seems to be fine. It was just the one file.
Okay, so
So
how are you doing again? I feel that right now.
So I'll explain it again. Over the weekend, I had 3 days off, so I was just at home fucking around, and I'm like, hey, now that I have good internet, and actually, my wife seems to have fixed a couple of problems with my PC at home, and it's running a lot smoothlier now. So I'm like, hey, I want to see if I can stream Civilization 5, so I did that, and
You didn't tell me you were having issues with your PC.
it was just really slow. It wasn't. I hardly ever use it anyway, so
Still, you should have came to me.
I didn't think about it.
Then I would just do my boop 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 boop
Okay.
thing.
But basically, the thing that was wrong with it is we think I had a remote job for less than a month. I fucking hated it, where I was doing cold calls. I was calling people and being like, you recently went to yada yada hospital. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your experience there? That was my job.
We're calling about your car's extended warranty.
No, I didn't do any of that, but I did do a lot of customer satisfaction surveys, and it looks like you have some internet or electric company out of Delaware. I was literally calling all over the country for different things. They're thinking about doing this with their service. How would you respond to that kind of a thing? Just cold calling people, and it was mostly just like, dude, the customer you have dialed did not pick up. Please leave a message. Or if they did pick up, it would be like, who's calling? I'm like, hi, my name is Nicholas from yada yada service. I would like to... Not interested. Beep.
I mean,
Very rarely did I actually get a survey done.
Can you blame them?
No, absolutely not. But the point is, I had a very specific VPN and a very specific software that allowed me to make calls off of my computer. And they probably packaged that because, firstly, the VPN was 2.9 gigabytes. What fucking VPN is that big? Like, why would you need a VPN with that big of a file size? Second of all, the second that I took that off of my computer, okay, not the second, it took like an hour after that, but an hour after I took that off of my computer, everything ran so fucking smooth and so fast. It was crazy. I have a 16 gigabyte RAM. It's a Gen 7 core processor, a really good computer. Maybe not to today's standards, but when I bought it in 2019, really fucking good computer.
Honestly, if you treat the older machines right, they can hold up to today's standards.
Yeah, no.
Maybe struggle to get there, but they can hold up.
It definitely didn't run like new, but it definitely did run like a 1,000-pound weight was lifted off of it, so that's pretty cool. They probably had some kind of malware or spyware packaged into it. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, main point was that I was playing Civ 5, and the whole point of what I wanted to do was to be America and be in the same map as different Native American tribes, and each time I complete my journey, the map gets bigger and another Native American tribe gets added. And the point was to see how long, and if I even could, conquer the whole world and destroy every last Native American on Earth.
Insert Morgan laugh in here.
Yeah, he laughed pretty good at that the first time we recorded it, but yeah, it was really funny because the first title of the first stream was called just decimating the Native Americans, and I got like 3 or 4 viewers on that. And the second one I just did, I was thinking like, oh, the algorithm probably doesn't like the words decimating natives, so I just put Nick plays Civ 5 with mods, and I literally got only 1 viewer. So I'm like, okay, so they do like decimating natives.
You should do fucking decimating American natives. Something like that.
Native Americans, yeah.
No, American natives.
Okay.
Swap the words around.
Okay.
Confuse the hell out of the fucking bot.
Okay. And also, I had a hell of a time streaming at first, because I only planned to stream an hour and a half. But I ended up streaming like 3 or 4 hours because I spent like an hour trying to figure out why the fuck I wouldn't stream, because I would hit start stream and then immediately it would be like yada yada yada, check your drivers. And I'm like, okay, so I checked my drivers, everything was fine, and then I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I look through so many different settings in OBS, and then I'm like, wait a minute, it says check your drivers for encoders. I'm like, wait, what kind of encoder am I using? And it said something like Y2XR-2 whatever, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I clicked on that, and the second option was default hardware encoders, and I'm like, oh, let's do that, and it worked immediately. I don't know why that was on by default, but I also tried streaming to Twitch for like 45 minutes, got dead, just nothing there, and then I
Wait,
like,
where did you stream then?
Twitch, and then YouTube.
Okay, where did you get most viewers from?
YouTube, which is why I did it again the second day on YouTube.
Okay, I thought this was all on Twitch. My bad.
No, you're good. And then I got shout out to Chinese Horse was his name. That was the username of the guy that said that we talked for a little bit, interacted with the fan a little bit, and they were like, oh, I really like this channel. I'm going to because I had a little thing on the top right corner that's like I'm streaming for donos, and I am very hungry. Please give me money. I don't want to do DoorDash. Quote, in parentheses, yes, I have a fucking job. And then dono goal, $45 for pizza or something like that. And they're like, oh, I'll donate you $5. I'm like, oh, well, if you want to donate $5 to the Patreon, you also get our exclusive movie reviews over there, and we have 3 of them. We're going to be doing a 4th, and they're like, okay, I will donate to the Patreon, and they haven't yet, but they said something about maybe when they get paid, so hopefully here within the next week we will get a Patreon.
But honestly, I'm not too concerned about it at the time being.
Oh yeah, if they want to, they can. If not, then don't sweat it.
Money can't buy happiness.
No, but it can buy food, and that's an essential for life.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still be miserable with food, but I mean, you know.
You'll be building your house out of fucking food.
This is my tiny house. It is built out of 5,292 bricks of ramen.
The world's cheapest house.
This cost me approximately $72 to build. Well, with the plaster to fix them together, it was a little bit more expensive than that, but you know.
Plaster is plaster. Just don't pee on it, please.
Yeah. I just hope to God it doesn't rain anytime soon. It says it's going to rain next week. At least I'll get a week worth of fun out of this house.
Honestly, though, couldn't you just put a tarp over it?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
And then it would make it...
Just cut out a bunch of different shapes of tarp and then plaster it on the outside edges and then also on the inside. And then...
You could totally do that.
And buy some styrofoam. Buy some styrofoam to put on the inside of it to insulate it.
Dude.
Go to the local grocery store and be like, yes, we need approximately 28,000 bricks of ramen. Like,
and we need it right fucking now.
And we need it right now.
It's life or death.
I just hope it doesn't rain and then also is like 100 plus degrees. Because if not, you're going to have that's a lot of fucking sodium you have to eat.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's up with you?
Hello, Diabito.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a week since we last were recorded.
Yeah.
Re-recorded?
Yeah.
Did I say re-recorded?
Re.
Okay, that scared me a little bit.
Okay.
Do you ever make a noise and your brain is like, who the fuck was that?
Yeah.
It scared me.
Okay.
So, it's been a hell of a fucking week. I feel like I say that a lot, but not in the greatest of ways.
I mean, your life is pretty shit.
Thanks for the reminder.
You're welcome.
That is definitely what I needed today.
I'm sorry. Now I kind of feel bad.
You should, because ow. I'm not even doing a bit that actually stung.
I'm sorry.
You're okay.
I'm actually sorry.
I know you didn't mean it, but ow.
Okay.
So I'm gonna release something publicly that I don't think I was ever planning on releasing. But as you know, I'm on probation.
Okay.
You were on probation too.
I've been on probation a few times, yes.
Yes. So, and we're going to go into it a little bit, if that's okay with you.
If you think that's a good idea.
Just the basic bullshit.
Okay.
I also started seeing someone. What's one of the basic rules with probation?
That you can't leave the county? Or, I guess not the county, but the state?
I mean, yeah.
Depends on how severe your probation is, I guess.
Yeah. Mine, or what I'm trying to get at is probation requires, if you get into a relationship, they require name, age, and to meet the significant other.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like the base. So you know how there's like base rules and then there's rules specific to you?
Yes.
It's one of the base
Okay.
rules.
Wait, it's not the specific to your case?
No.
I've never heard of this. I've been on probation at least 3 different times. I've never heard of this.
By the way, I didn't mean to throw you under the bus on mic here, but I'm pretty sure you've mentioned it on podcasts before.
How did you throw me under the bus?
You've been on probation, right, Nick?
Oh, yeah, I've mentioned that on the podcast before.
I just didn't know how else to tackle that.
Oh.
So I apologize.
Yeah, you're good.
Well, in an attempt to remain compliant, I notified my PO, probation officer for those that don't know, and he understood that he would not be meeting her.
Because they're from a different state, yes.
Country originally, but moved to the U.S., yes.
Yes.
But he did need her name,
Mm-hmm.
her full legal name.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a fight for about 3 days now.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to give out personal information like that, and I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, we're not together because of this. Because I can't risk going back.
Yeah.
I understand where she's coming from. I do. But it's a stupid thing to end a relationship on.
Yeah.
Or over.
Yeah.
Especially, I really, really like her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that she's watching this right now. Well, not right now, but, you know.
When it goes up, yes.
Because she's always been very supportive of
Mm-hmm.
us in our channel.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been hard. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if she's going to cave or what, but it is tearing me apart. I'm barely sleeping. I'm barely eating. It's bad. When you showed up today, what was one of the first things I said?
I don't know.
We're recording today.
Oh, yeah.
I need the distraction.
I was gonna say the first thing I heard you say was something to the akin of, "Are you a tissue paper because I want to blow you" or something.
Oh, me and Callan were trading fucked up pickup lines.
Yeah. So.
And
Here.
sorry to cut you off, but this is me putting my thoughts out there.
Mm-hmm.
It frustrates me so much because she says she can trust me with it. It's them that she doesn't trust.
Mm-hmm.
When the reality is they're just gonna put it in a file.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So
I don't know where we're at. I don't know what to do. Honestly, I'm not doing well.
Mm-hmm. So if I were to meet somebody completely different other than you in the exact same situation, I would not give them legal advice because I'm not a fucking lawyer. However, I would tell them, apropos of absolutely nothing, one, fuck probation, because they usually don't care about the small stuff. When I was on probation, you're supposed to tell them if you get any sort of piercing or tattoo or any sort of like identifying mark on your body.
That makes sense.
And I did that at least 3 different times while under probation, and they didn't give a shit. And I at the time when I got the tattoo on my leg, I think I was under probation with the head of probation. Her name starts with an A. If she's still the head of probation, I don't know.
I don't think so.
But she didn't care. She didn't give a fuck. So I honestly don't think that little things like that they really super care about. I mean, if you were to find a girlfriend in the area, I would definitely tell them because they could see you with that person.
Yeah.
Like with their own two eyes, they probably could. But something like in your situation, I probably wouldn't bother with. Um,
Yeah, I told him last Friday, and I haven't heard anything
okay.
since. So,
Because like you just said, they're probably just going to write their name on a file and put it in the cabinet and probably toss it out the minute you get off probation and be like, oh yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? Forgot about that. Oops.
yeah.
And secondly, I would tell that person who isn't you, um, um, that you're not um on probation for any reason that pertails curtails to
Details.
pertails to having an adult sexual relationship. Like that's not the reason why you're on probation. So I don't. That's another point against. I don't think they fucking care.
Yeah.
Probably the only reason why your probation officer told you like, well, I need this kind of information from you about this person is because you told them. Otherwise, I would bet hundreds of thousands of dollars that if they had found out by themselves, they'd be like, oh, this person lives not in the state and they're only talking over the phone. So like, whatever, I'm not going to bring it up. Um, so if this person who is not you, this hypothetical person, were to continue to have this relationship, without the knowledge of their probation officer, I doubt anything would come of it. Again, I understand you can't risk it. I get it. So I'm not telling you to do anything. Again, I'm not a fucking lawyer. And then also um, the type would the type of things that you two talk about on the phone change if you were just friends? I really doubt that it would. So technically, if you were to continue to talk to this person over the phone, if you would continue to talk about the same things, act in the same way, and just say, well, we're not technically in a relationship, we're just being friends, and you call it being in a friendship, I doubt that anything would change. And that's not even in a legal sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I hadn't thought about it that way.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, if you were like sending each other risque texts or sending each other pictures of yourselves or whatever, then
yeah,
I would kind of worry.
that's different.
But whereas you're just talking over the phone and you're just speaking to each other, I really don't think that anything would change.
I think the main concern is verifying she is who she says she is,
Yeah,
if that makes sense,
yeah, I get that.
without putting too much out there. Um, all I know is I'm a wreck,
Yeah, I get that.
and I'm doing everything in my fucking power to try and fix this
Yeah,
because I actually really do like this girl.
hmm
I
if I were somebody in this exact same situation, the next time I would talk to this person, I would just be like, I know the situation that we're in regarding probation is fucky. However, we have been friends since we were kids, right? Um, I would still like to talk to you every once in a while, if that's okay, and just leave it at that.
thanks, Taco.
And then if your probation officer calls you and talks to you about it and gives you the okay, fantastic. If not, just be like, okay, well, we have decided to just stay friends because we have been friends since early childhood. So,
The
and,
way I see
and
it,
they can't control who you're friends with. I mean, unless they're on felony probation, but I would assume that she is not.
not that I'm aware of. So, but I haven't been sleeping.
Yeah.
I haven't been eating.
Well, stop doing that. Just simply get over it. Just stop.
I'm going to slap you.
If that'll make you feel better.
Only one thing would make me feel better, and I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, look, if this person is listening, I only have one thing to say to you. That is, well, two things. One, get out of my closet. Second of all,
were we a thing?
No, she posted on one of her videos, Nick, I'm in your closet.
Oh.
Yeah. So, first of all, get out of my closet. Second of all, I would do one or two things if I were her. One, if she really does feel the same way about you that you feel about her, that she would either A, disregard everything and just kind of, continue to talk to you the same way that you two have been doing. Or two, wait the 5 years. Because if anything does happen to Morgan, then two to three times as much time is looming over his head if he goes back.
Yeah.
That's all that I'll say.
I'm never going to disclose publicly what my charges are.
Of course.
Frankly, I don't feel that needs to be public information here.
Right.
But having to dance around the fact I'm on probation has really honestly been annoying.
Well, you've mentioned it before, but you haven't gone into any details. Just the only information out there is that you've been on probation, and that's it.
And the frustrating part is I'm doing the best I can here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to balance two competing interests.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I just don't know what to fucking do.
Yeah.
Anyways, we like to try and keep things lighthearted here.
Yeah. Try.
Sorry about that. But it was just one of those things that's been weighing me down. So, electric vehicles. Yeah.
Really quick though, I do want to mention one more thing. Again, we have a Redbubble shop. We have everything from stickers to classic t-shirts, tank tops, hats, pet blankets, fucking anything. And it's bullshit because you can't have profanity on baby clothes or dog products or pet products.
I want a squeaky toy that says fuck you. Or no, I want a squeaky toy that says shut the fuck up.
Yeah. There is a design that I put up that got returned because it's like, oh, you can't have profanity on those types of things. Oh my god. Yes, I can do so-and-so's meds. That's fine. Anyway, there's a design that says, only dumbass, shit-eating, cunty, gay, fart-sniffing, whore, just a shit ton of profanity. Cops arrest me with a thumbs up. And that got returned because there's profanity on it. A lot of profanity.
I would sure hope so. You swore so much it broke the bot.
Yeah. There's also a design that says, out of my way, I am late for my lobotomy. Right now, I think it's only shirts are on sale because I'm looking at a design that's normally $23.57 on a classic t-shirt, and right now it's 30% off. So that's pretty cool. But there's a design that says, Michael Rodent murdered my wife behind the dumpster of a theme park resort restaurant, and I cannot sue. That's pretty cool because actually I did see a headline earlier today saying that we basically bullied Disney into letting the guy sue. So
good.
The lawsuit is going forward.
Good. I want to be front fucking row.
Yeah. So
eating popcorn and shit.
I was trying to think.
Would that be disrespectful?
Maybe.
I like how we both had to think about that.
Yeah. And there is another design that's kind of a companion piece to the Michael Rodent one because it says, "I'm just over here jorking my peanuts because my wife is dead. Thank you, Michael Rodent." That's a good one. And I was trying to think of other designs to make, and I remembered a
I have
channel
one.
meme.
I have one for you.
Just a second,
Yeah.
because I also have another one
Ow,
that I have
fuck!
not made a design for, but it's an old channel meme. It was specifically from Tech Stories, like one of our first 5 or so episodes we made.
We need to do another one of those.
It's literally just if crash then don't, but in like coding speak.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. What is your design?
So, it's from the most watched video, actually, on our
Okay.
channel, I
Alright.
think. More school stories and missionaries.
Mhm.
Pretty sure that's the most viewed, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Um,
Almost 80 views.
She wasn't cold.
And then just put like a stick figure under a blanket.
No, like sweater. It was a sweater.
It was a sweater, right?
Yeah. I'll let you do what you will do with that. But I think that one would be really fucking funny. My foot itches.
Yeah, I have
What do you think?
a notes document with a couple of different ones that I want to make. That's pretty good. I put that there. Definitely gonna try and figure something out for that. But another one that I came up with this afternoon was "Out of My Way." My daily makeout sesh with my father is at hand. Because a really common meme online and between me and my wife also is that whenever somebody like zips past us on the highway, we're just all like, "Oh, that guy's late to kiss his father on the lips."
Another one. You remember in Tech Stories, my story about the absolutely just destroyed computer?
Mm-hmm.
We should do something with that. Like, I'm on a roll, or stop crashing, or something. I don't know. I'm not punny.
Okay, we'll figure something out about that.
But I feel like that could also be a really good shirt design.
Yeah.
So, anyways, electric vehicles. We've talked a little bit about them before. But what are your thoughts on electric vehicles? Officially.
As long as it's not a Tesla, they're fine.
I'm going to slap you.
Why?
Because electric vehicles are fucking stupid.
Okay, pure electric vehicles that are only electric, I don't care for them. But if they're hybrids, then they're all right.
I just think they're fucking stupid all around. And hopefully by the end of this episode, you will too.
Okay.
So, first of all, they just look fucking ugly. Let's be real here. They're fugly. I'm bringing it back.
I actually really like the way that they look. I like the look of the Cybertruck. I think it looks like a PS1 graphics Halo tank. And I really like the way that it looks. There's quite a few electric vehicles that look really cool, but one specific electric vehicle that I have in my head that looks fucking awful is the new electric Mustang.
Yes.
Because it literally looks like it's been stung by a bee. It just looks
And
like
it had an allergic reaction.
yeah. It looks like a normal Mustang, just a little bit bigger and just puffier. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't like the way that it looks at all.
It has less space in the actual car too.
It's bigger and it has less space.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because of the battery and everything like that.
Interesting. But
Yeah,
no, there's quite a few electric vehicles that I really like the look of.
I just think they're fucking ugly all around.
Okay.
I think they're fucking stupid. And I'm all for saving the fucking planet and all that. But that's not what they're doing.
Yeah.
Electric vehicles are not saving the planet. So, Elon Musk, he's the Cybertruck guy, yeah?
Yeah.
You can go fuck off with your righteous fucking speeching and go suck Mother Nature's dick.
Okay.
That'd be more fucking helpful.
Yeah, no, the lithium mining is really fucking bad with the pollution and stuff. With the pollution and the
We'll get into
shitting and the fucking and
The who would.
Okay.
So, for starters,
I do like electric vehicles because who doesn't like throwing a car battery into the ocean?
I've always wanted to do that. No joke.
Very cool.
For starters, they are super fucking heavy. Did you know that?
The vehicles themselves?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I don't know the exact weight difference, but they are considerably heavier than gas-powered vehicles.
Okay.
Or diesels, for that matter. Which means they are harder on their fucking tires.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning they go through more tires quicker.
Oh.
Which means more rubber is being used.
Yeah.
And that's not okay for some reason.
You know how fucking difficult it is to change a tire on a Cybertruck?
I always just imagine it pop off like a Lego. It looks like a Lego.
No, apparently there's like 5 or 6 different hurdles you have to go through. And like a normal person can't just change a tire on one of those things. You have to take it to a Tesla authorized dealership because only they have the specialized tools to do it.
Okay, wait. So, not only is he conning people...
You can just full stop right there. Just, yes, he is conning people.
Yeah, but not only is this fucktard conning people with a fuck... And I'm sorry, I know you like it, but a fucking ugly ass fucking bullshit truck. By the way, it was born to fail.
Oh yeah.
The fucking window.
I've heard a lot about that truck.
I've seen one around town actually.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was really funny because the first time I saw that thing, it was uptown like near Jack in the Box. And I came home. I told my wife like, "Hey, I saw a Cybertruck in real life." And she's like, "Oh, was there a douchebag driving it?" I'm like, "Well, I didn't see the guy, but it's actually a lot bigger than it looks. Like you think it would be the size of a regular like F-150, but no, it's like the size of like an F-350, maybe even bigger than that.
Which does not make it any better.
No, it doesn't.
But it does. If you're gonna pay for it, the luxury's there, I guess.
Okay.
If you can call it that.
Yeah.
But recently, according to one of our local Maverick workers, a Cybertruck got pulled over 5 minutes before I showed up.
Oh.
I was so upset.
Yeah.
I wanted to see a Cybertruck.
Cybertruck, more like Cybersuck.
I'm gonna call it that from now on.
Very cool.
The Cybersuck. That is really fucking bright.
It is bright, but I need air.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay, Nemo.
What? What
are you calling Nemo? Air.
Nemo's a fish.
I know.
Fish don't need air.
Yeah, they die in air.
Yeah?
Anyways, I was so upset because the Cybersuck was gone.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't upset because the Cybersuck was gone. I was upset because the cop and the Cybersuck were gone. I would have been across the street just laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because douchebags.
Yeah, I don't want to keep harping on the Cybertruck, but there's a lot of shit wrong with that thing. There's this guy on YouTube who bought a Cybertruck literally just to stress test it because he's like, fuck Elon, I don't trust Elon. And he got a brand new 2023 Ford F-150, and then the Cybertruck, and whatever he did to the Cybertruck, he did to the F-150. And it only took 2 kicks with his feet, his little human feet, to the rear view mirrors, and they both busted off. And he took a sledgehammer to the mirrors on the F-150, and it barely did anything. And then he tried, I think he said it was a half ton of stuff, or whatever the maximum rating to haul on a Cybertruck was, on like this little dirt bike track thing with the hills and stuff.
Yeah.
And it only took the first hill, and the hitch ripped completely off. It wasn't just the hitch though; it was like the whole back bumper just completely.
Oh, so it was just shittily put together.
Yeah.
I do know, once I heard that the Cybertruck had been released, I waited a couple weeks, and then I went on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And I found what I was looking for to an extent. Someone shot a Cybertruck with a number of different guns. Like 9mm, 5.56, fucking 50 cal. Like, but the destruction was honestly depressing.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it get run over with a tank.
Oh.
Or like blown up. Or something. Just give me that satisfaction. Please. Someone. Let me destroy it.
So, oftentimes when I'm angry, I will kick the door of my Jeep. It's a 2006 Jeep Liberty. And I will just Sparta kick it as hard as I fucking can. And there's a small dent in the door. That's fine. But there's no other damage other than that every single time I do it.
Gives it character.
Yeah, but if you so much as slam the door of a Cybertruck, the inside paneling will get stuck on the frame of the door or something, and you try and open that thing and it'll just rip clean off. Like the speaker and the paneling and all the wiring and stuff just completely off.
How much is it to buy a Cybertruck outright?
Like $200,000, $300,000, something like
that. It ain't worth it.
No, it's not. And apparently some people still don't have one after they pre-ordered it so long ago.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently it's still like backed up.
If I were them, I'd start suing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's a pretty open and shut case right there.
But have you ever been in a smart car? The little clown cars that look like peas.
First of all, I love that description.
Yeah.
No, I haven't actually.
Did you know that those cars are made by Mercedes?
Really?
Yes. I know that because my wife's grandmother, when I first was dating her, she was living with her grandmother.
Wait,
and
you were dating the grandmother or your wife?
You're dumb. And I wanted to...
I'm being serious.
Why would I date her grandmother?
Maybe you're into that MILF shit. I don't know.
No. Well, yes, but that's not MILF. That's a GILF. But no.
No, that's guilt.
Yeah. I wanted to spend the night with her, and she was like, well, yeah, I don't think... Because she had spent the night with me a couple of times, and I was like, well, I want to spend the night with you. And she's like, well, my grandma's fucking crazy, and she has bipolar, and it wasn't a good time. But she did... it was really, really awkward because she was like, oh, do you drink? And I'm like, not very often. And she's like, do you want to go get some beers? And I'm like, why are you whispering? And I told my wife, like, hey, your grandma wants to go get some beers. And she's like, don't let her get anything other than beer, because if she drinks, sometimes when she drinks, she goes into manic phases with her bipolar, and it's not a good time. I'm like, okay. And I thought that I was going to hang out at the house and the two of them were going to go get it. But she's like, no, you're a strong young man. You can come with me. And I'm like, I don't want to drive.
I'm sure you did come with her.
Stop.
Okay.
And got in the car, and it was one of those tiny little smart cars, and it's a lot bigger on the inside than you would think because of how small the engine is and where the battery's underneath the car, and it's actually very spacious on the inside of one of those things.
Would you go as far as to say it's comfortable?
Yes, except for the fact that my knees were touching the dashboard. Like the seat was big. It was like a bucket seat, so my ass had plenty of room. My back didn't hurt. My neck wasn't crunched down.
But the rest of you.
No. Literally the only thing that was not comfortable was my knees. My feet had plenty of room on the bottom. My legs weren't cramped up. It was just my knees were literally just touching the little glove box thingy at the bottom.
Oh, so it wasn't like terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible. They were just barely touching it.
Okay.
So if you were taller than I am, and I'm 5'10", 5'11", something like that. If you're taller than I am, then you'd probably have a bad time. But I was fine.
Am I the only one that imagines the horn on those things just being meep meep?
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Just like small and adorable.
Yeah, but no, I found out they were made by Mercedes because I as soon as I got in the car, there was a Mercedes logo on the steering wheel, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
This is some Houdini shit.
Yeah. It's like, did you steal this steering wheel from another car? What the fuck?
What if she did? I mean, she's bipolar, and during one of her manic episodes, she could have.
Maybe.
And then she just ripped her steering wheel out and went,
yeah, that would be funny. Just like getting a little Prius, and there's a fucking Rolls Royce logo on the dashboard. Like, what the fuck is this?
You get into a fucking Gravedigger or something, I don't know, and it's just got the little Tykes logo.
What the fuck is a Gravedigger?
You don't know what Gravedigger is?
No.
Monster truck.
Monster truck?
Yeah.
No. Well, I'm not white trash. I don't know what that is.
Well, yeah, because you're brown.
Because I'm a brown.
Anyways, so the fact that they're heavier means the road requires more work.
Oh.
Which means those big, heavy machineries are chugging along using fuel because you cannot battery power those. I'd like to see someone try, honestly. But imagine like a big Tonka truck being powered by a battery.
I was going to say...
That is just a fucking stupid image.
Most of our nation's roads are graded to withhold like 7-axle vehicles. I don't think a fucking Prius is going to do more damage than a 7-axle.
I never said that it was going to do more damage. What I'm trying to say is they're heavier than regular cars.
Mm-hmm.
But they're starting to get more and more plentiful.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually they're going to get to the point where they're going to be more plentiful than the 7-axles.
Axle?
That. And it's going to wear down the road faster.
I suppose.
And that defeats the whole purpose of a battery-powered bullshit.
Look, that's more money that the city has to shovel out, not me.
Debatable. And
are you paying your taxes?
Yes, actually.
Loser.
At least I'm not going to get shot by the IRS.
Neither am I. They can fucking try.
Why? Do you got the fucking...
I got the Fed Smoker 5000 packing. I'm just kidding. I do pay my taxes.
You got the Beaner power.
Oh my god. The Beaner fucker 5000.
And if a battery powered vehicle is somewhere where a flood happens,
Oh, yeah.
those batteries catch on fire.
Yeah.
And you can't put those batteries out. They have to burn themselves out.
Yeah, I've heard of that actually. You know, something like that happened a bit ago, like around these parts. Like on, it's out towards, it's between the grade school and the hospital, like out in the back roads. I actually took a Walmart grocery delivery out there, and 3 or 4 houses down, there was a house that was like 70% destroyed, just charred. A lot of it burnt to the fucking ground. And I was like, what the hell happened? And I like got as close as I could, and there was like the frame of a car, like 90% burnt up and melted and stuff. And I'm like, how much you want to bet that was an electric vehicle that exploded?
And honestly, they just are not very reliable.
Um, no, if you're just driving at A to B, I don't see why it wouldn't be. But like if you're going on long trips or hauling things, or you know, like you wouldn't want to purchase an electric truck to do truck shit.
Then why purchase an electric truck?
Because some fuck boys want to do truck shit and don't realize that you can't do truck shit with an electric truck.
I poked a hole in your thesis. That's a smart word. Okay.
Are you just gonna stare longingly at me or explain yourself?
I was just expecting you to be like you're retarded or something.
I mean, you are, but that I don't have to say that.
Yeah. Anyways, and like,
how did you poke a hole in my thesis?
Because fucking electric trucks are fucking retarded as hell.
My thesis wasn't pro electric truck.
Okay, fine. Electric vehicles in general are retarded as hell.
Okay.
And they have to have these
Interruption.
huge ass mines to mine lithium and
Cobalt.
sure, and obsidian probably.
Obsidian?
I'm basing my
Obsidian isn't a metal.
I'm basing my earthness off of Minecraft.
Introducing the new and improved rock truck.
Dude, that would honestly probably look better.
Look better, maybe. Like, don't get into a fender bender because your entire truck bed is going to chip off.
It just falls apart.
Just cracks into 7 different pieces and falls apart.
It's like 364 stacks.
The wheels are made out of glass.
But yeah, they have to have these big old mines, and they use these machines that, again, are gas powered.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to protect or restore the earth, protect the earth, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they're
The theory is like 100,000 electric vehicles will counterbalance in 10 years the carbon emissions that it takes to mine an entire deposit of lithium or whatever in 2 years or something like that.
sure, that's what Elon says.
That, yeah. I don't know who exactly said that and what the exact numbers are, but it's pretty close.
The bottom line is they are literally destroying the earth.
The earth.
Trying to, quote, protect it.
Yeah.
And the same people who drive and produce battery-powered vehicles are trying to say there's too many cows. Because apparently cow farts now emit CO2.
Well, they always have, but the amount of CO2 that they emit is nowhere near. It's funny because the amount of CO2 that cows emit is nowhere near what like long haul truckers emit, which is nowhere near how much like private jets emit, which is nowhere near as much as like gigantic textile factories in the middle of India or whatever emit.
It's funny that you bring up the private jets because that's something I was going to touch on. They want to reduce the amount of cows.
Mm-hmm.
So we're forced to eat bugs and
Funny you should bring that up.
and fake meat and Lord knows what else. Probably human brain. Actually, we would just starve if they tried to feed us human brain.
I ain't getting no fucking prion disease. Fuck that.
No, there's just nothing there.
Oh, you're funny.
Thank you. But they want to reduce the amount of cows, so the elites, you know, the super fucking rich bullshit people,
Them.
the 1%,
Yes.
can continue having their steaks and watch all us, quote, peasants
The plebes.
suffer.
Mm-hmm.
As if we're not suffering enough as is
Yeah.
in this world. And I saved the best electric vehicle. What?
I said bored.
Border. Get over it.
What do you see in this ink blot?
I see my grandma stabbing my grandpa in the middle of the living room with a ketchup bottle.
It was your grandfather in the living room with the candlestick.
And I saved the most important bulletin point for last.
Bulletin point?
Yes.
Bullet point.
Bulletin, bullet, the same fucking thing.
No, it's not.
Shut up.
No.
And if this doesn't change your mind, I don't know what will. Biden fucking endorses them! The guy who doesn't know how to ride a bike.
He does. It's just he can't physically.
Are you defending Biden now?
I'm defending the truth.
The truth is he doesn't know how to fucking ride a bike.
The truth is he does know how to ride a bike. He just can't. Like, I know how to ride a bike, but if I try, I'd probably fuck up monumentally.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
Your mom. Got him.
You.
Oh, I lost. But Biden fucking endorses them. That should tell you right there how fucking bad they are.
Listen, Jack, we want to have all manufacturing of all electric vehicles to have all electric vehicles still by the age of...
Elon Musk, everybody!
Listen, fat. You know he said that on accident one time? He was talking to a rather rotund woman. And he accidentally said, "Listen, fat."
Please tell me she punched him.
He's the president. Of course not.
That wouldn't have stopped me.
Well, yeah, but you're not. Moving on. Yeah, no. Anything that Biden endorses, I do have skepticism about. But I mean,
And I think Biden and Elon are in cahoots.
no.
Because...
Absolutely not, no. The fucker hates Biden. He can't stand him.
Supposedly. Outward appearances are not glimpses into indoor activities.
Wow. You actually pulled that together. Congratulations.
I started that and I had no idea where I was going.
That actually made sense. Good job.
Thank you. I'm actually really fucking proud. What was I talking about? Oh, Elon Musk.
Yes.
And Biden.
Elongated muskrat.
No, nothing about him is long. Unless it's his receipt
Okay.
for all the wives he's bought.
Okay.
Anyways, think about it. Biden is the reason gas prices are so high.
One of the bigger reasons, sure.
In my mind, he's the only reason, because we were going to have a oil thing here in the country.
We were going to have two. Well, yeah.
But he put a stop to it.
Yeah.
So he is subtly forcing people to buy electric cars, which Elon Musk gets more money, and then he contributes more money to Biden and his party.
I had an idea, and it's probably the worst possible thing that could happen. But
Kill Biden in Minecraft?
Instead of electing a president every 4 years, we should elect a president once a year, and they only run on one single topic. Like, you have 6 guys, and each guy says what they're going to do. One guy says, I will implement, thank you, healthcare for all. The next one will say, I will implement a pipeline and drop gas prices into a free fall. The third guy says, whatever, just so on and so forth.
The third guy is just some redneck named Larry that goes, America!
No. They each have to have one policy that they want to run on. And whatever the American people wants the most, they vote that person in. And if that person does not get that one thing that they ran on implemented within that 1 year, we get to hang them. And move on to the next guy.
I think we should do firing squad.
As long as it's televised.
Dude, I would be fucking in the front row begging to be part of the firing squad.
Like they can run on more than one policy, right? Like, one guy's like, I'm going to fix our country's infrastructure, make sure that the antibiotics get out of our food supply, and that I'm going to reduce pollution. That's fine. They can do that. And if they get voted in, the thing is, that's why they only want to run on one, because if they mess up on even one of those policies, still death.
You make being president sound like a death sentence.
I mean, it's a good way to ensure that things actually get done.
I'm with you, but I think it should be more of like a percentage type thing.
Okay, that can be also on the vote. Like, the same day that we vote for the next guy, we also vote for the approval of the last president. Like, unfortunately for you, President so-and-so, you have a 49% approval rating. That means the gallows.
That means MP5 to the head.
Yes. That's probably the worst possible thing that could ever be done, but, I mean, it's an idea.
If I were president, I would take care of North Korea and Russia in one swipe.
Also, to ensure that...
watching him walk is so fucking funny to me.
Also to ensure that we don't have any bad ideas. The guy, out of the 6 or so that are running, the guy that gets the least amount of approval, he doesn't get killed, but he gets exiled. like to Canada or something.
Or, hear me out,
Mm-hmm.
we have a self-regulating system.
Like the one I just proposed, yes. No, mine is the will of the people.
So we elect someone to be president, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the losers are like under the president.
Mm-hmm.
But they all have to be able to agree on something for it to be passed.
Unfortunately, that's how it works right now.
I'm stating with the mindset of running on only one thing.
Yes.
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 No.
No.
ABC.
Fuck.
I beat you with numbers.
What? Okay, so are we done with the electric vehicles?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I think what I'm thinking is like they'll have to sit down and actually like talk through shit
Mm-hmm.
instead of, well, Russia, fuck you. Boop.
Okay.
That was the nuke button.
Uh-huh.
If that wasn't clear,
Uh-huh.
I guess it would make more of a wah.
Okay. Anyway, I got a couple of news stories that I wanted to share.
Okay.
Besides the man whose wife died at Disney being able to sue now.
I'm really happy for that guy though.
Yeah. There was a woman who got shot and killed in her sleep by police. I don't know how long ago this was. I don't remember her name. I guess I could look it up. I'm quite silly that way. Was that a dog? One of the dogs kicked a bottle at me. Shot and killed in her sleep. Breonna Taylor is her name.
I thought it was Breonna Taylor, but I wasn't sure.
So the story is, cops get a warrant. They bust down her door. They shoot and kill her in her sleep. And that was basically all the information that we had for a while. But this was in Kentucky. And to make it worse, it was a black woman. So all
Honestly,
eyes
who the
were on
fuck
this.
cares?
I mean, who cares, right? But like, unfortunately, news outlets care, and that's why this probably got so much attention.
Yeah.
Which any killing of this disgustingness should have eyes on it. But anyway, the Kentucky judge has ruled that the cops are not at fault for her death. You know why? Because the full story is these cops wanted a warrant for this woman. They forged the warrant. They don't actually get it legitimately. They knocked down the wrong person's door, which is the woman who got killed. The SWAT team goes in, or whatever, this police team, I don't know if it was SWAT or whatever, but they go in, guns, pointed, searching everywhere, and the woman's boyfriend has a gun on his nightstand or under his pillow or whatever. He wakes up, and he's like, oh, this shouldn't be happening. There should not be anybody in my house or apartment, whatever.
Yeah.
We have done nothing wrong. So, there is no God fucking forsaken reason that there should be cops in my apartment. So, it must be criminals. So, I'm going to fire a warning shot into my wall so that they know that I'm armed so they'll fuck off. And the cops' rationale is, holy shit, this motherfucker has a gun, kill him now.
No, this black motherfucker has a gun to kill him now.
Which is funny because they kill the woman while she's sleeping and they don't even touch the dude with the gun. And so the judge ruled and said that the boyfriend's actions killed that woman, not the cops.
I would have to see the body cam before. I assume there's body cam.
I don't know.
I would have to see the body cam before I put my intake on it or my statement on it.
Mm-hmm. Either way, my view is
But at the end of the day, they should not have been there.
no.
At the end of the day, if the gun was in his possession legally,
Mm-hmm.
and whether or not they were screaming police or not, that's really what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
Is did they identify themselves and continue to identify themselves, or did they just kick in the door and willy-nilly piss on the floor?
They didn't even break down the door. They literally, like as quietly as they possibly could, broke the hinges off, and then entered without identifying. Which is why the guy thought that they were criminals.
Like I said, I would have to see the body cam or some type of footage.
Either way, I don't think the blame should be put on the boyfriend who was just trying to protect their belongings and their lives. I think it should be on whoever wrote the bogus warrant.
Yeah.
They are still being charged for the bogus warrant, but they're not being charged for murder. Which I think is fucking horseshit.
I'm going to withhold my opinion again until I have enough information to deliver it. Phew!
Fuck.
Thanks.
Also, do you know what... I'm not going to go into it completely, but do you know what Gamergate is?
I've heard it once or twice, but I don't know. Like, I've heard the term, but I don't know what it is.
I'm not going to go into the political stuff. I'm not going to go into the identity politics. The only thing that I'm going to tell you about it is that it all started when one woman made a very shitty game and then slept with several game journalists in order to get good ratings on her game. Like, that is the official story. That is what happened. We're not going to go into any of the fallout or any of that. That is just what kicked off Gamergate.
Ooh, that would be a good episode.
Maybe. But the effects of Gamergate are still being felt because nobody trusts game journalists. Literally, I think it was like 5 or 6 different publications online and in physical media have gone bankrupt and just poof, disappeared because of Gamergate. Most people who are chronically online and also like video games, such as myself, do not trust any sort of video game rating from like IGN or Otaku or anything like that. I get my video game ratings and reviews from literal nobodies on YouTube because what do they have to gain or lose from giving a bogus rating? Literally, I look up the game plus rating and then scroll until I find someone who's like sub 100k views and watch their review.
Or someone who you can actually fucking trust.
Yes, like
Jacksepticeye being one of them.
I have actually looked at a bunch of stuff that Markiplier has said and PewDiePie has said about certain games to see what their opinions on them. But the gist of that is Gamergate 2 happened, basically, with a game called Kill the Justice League or Suicide Squad or something like that.
I heard about that.
Yeah, there's a company who has worked on a lot of different games called Sweet Baby Inc., which is a stupid fucking name. But
It's honestly almost creepy.
Yeah. It basically is a company who, for several $1 million, will make sure that your game is inclusive and diverse and is on brand for liberal and left-leaning thinking and is very culturally sensitive and things of that nature.
So, bunch of fucking pussies.
Yeah. That's not the worst thing that they've done. well, that's the worst thing that they've done officially. But unofficially, people think that there's an agenda there to destroy strong masculine figures in gaming because they were behind the script change to kill Joel in Last of Us 2. They were behind the script change to not just murder the Justice League, because you know that the game is called Kill the Justice League, but the way that they did, there's a character that literally, actually, physically pisses on the corpse of the Flash, with his actual urine. They tie up
Ow!
they tie up Batman, beaten and bloody and bruised and broken, and they have Harley Quinn of all fucking people kill him by gun to the face. They literally have Green Lantern stripped almost naked, showing his Green Lantern branded boxer shorts, literally with his ass hanging out. Just literally making a mockery of all of the male superheroes, except for Superman. Of course, you can't piss on Superman. But
Why not?
because everybody loves Superman. Everybody does. Not everybody likes Green Lantern. Not everybody likes the Flash. But like, he's like the most respected comic book character of all time. You can't piss on him. But with Wonder Woman, she had a good heroic death, and everybody cried that she died, and they honored her and everything. And there's an agenda, right?
Yeah.
A certain kind of an agenda. And because it was so fucking noticeable in that Suicide Squad game, there's a Steam group. I don't know if it's still up, but there was a Steam group that's like, is this game backed by Sweet Baby Inc? And it's like, this game, bullshit detected, yes. This game, no, it's fine. And that brings us to a recent controversy. There is a game that came out of China about a Chinese myth. It is called Stick Black Wukong or something like that. It's about a monkey man. It's a very ancient Chinese myth, and it's set in like the 16 or 1700s, right? And
They didn't have computers back then.
very funny. But if I were to tell you that any piece of media was set in China, the heart of China, in the 16 or 1700s, would you assume that there would be black people or Indian people or Australian people or literally even white people?
No.
Exactly. Sweet Baby Inc. came to these. I'm not sure if they're actually an indie developer or just an unheard of developer or what, but they came to these people and were like, hey, if you give us like $2 or $3 million, we will make sure that your games are diverse and culturally sensitive and yada yada. And they're like, no understand, piece off. They told them to fuck off, and now there's only Chinese people in the game because it's set in China in the 16 or 1700s, and every single game media outlet, news company that I have seen have all said this game is shit. It's like a 2 out of 10. Fuck this game. Don't buy this game. Yada yada yada. And literally every single independent person that I've seen on YouTube or Twitch or whatever is like, this game is actually really fucking good. And everybody's like, I wonder why that's happening.
I miss when people were honest.
Yeah. I miss when money wasn't the end all be all.
Yeah. So I have no issues with female main characters.
Oh, yeah.
I have no issues with male main characters either.
Mm-hmm.
What I have an issue with is the fucking agenda. Trying to replace all male characters.
Yeah.
That's where my issue stands.
Yeah. Like, if you... I think the last movie that I've seen with a female lead protagonist that was at minimum above a 5 out of 10 for me was probably Black Widow. But that's only because she's already an established character. Um, Scarlett Johansson is a good actor. They already had money behind it. They've been wanting to do this movie for a while. It's not because, oh, we need to push feminism and, oh, we need to have an all-female cast or whatever. Like, every single movie that I know of, like the Ghostbusters remake in 2016, The Marvels, there was... Velma.
That pissed me off so fucking much.
Anything that is made with the intent of, oh, we need to push diversity, oh, we need to push this and that and the other thing, will always fail.
Didn't Velma last for like half a season or something like that?
Oh, no. It got renewed for a second season.
Did it really?
Unfortunately.
I heard it got canceled.
There were talks about it, but no, it's getting renewed. And I am not the kind of person that's all like, oh, this is woke. Fuck this because it's woke. I'm not that kind of person.
What the fuck does woke even mean?
I'm not going to go into it. But, like, I care about inclusion and diversity. I do. I really do. Because it's kind of funny. Because I never cared about it before the Blue Beetle movie. Because Blue Beetle is a Hispanic character. His family is Hispanic. They have like a bunch of Hispanic cultural influences in the movie. And I saw that movie and I'm like, wow, a Hispanic superhero. That's actually really cool. Like, the movie wasn't that great, but I'm like, there's a Hispanic superhero now. That's really fucking cool. And a lot of the time when they were speaking, I'm like, I understood that. That was in Spanish and I got it. So I'm not like anti-woke, anti-diversity, anti-whatever. But like, if you make a movie solely to push that sort of thing, it's always going to be shit.
You want to know what, in my opinion, is the best main character?
Who?
Herbie.
Like the car?
Yeah.
Oh.
The beetle. The bug.
The bug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Herbie. Didn't have to talk to be the star.
He talked, didn't he?
No.
I'm pretty sure Herbie talked.
Not in Fully Loaded, at least. Or Reloaded. Something like that.
Oh, okay. It didn't. Okay.
My point is, he didn't have to talk. I assume it's a he, but who knows?
Did you just assume that car's gender?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay.
But he didn't have to talk to be the star.
Yeah.
He's a fucking car.
Yeah. And that actually kind of works into something else that I don't like in movies, especially cape shit, is when they don't put on their masks or they don't put on their helmets or whatever. Because they're like, oh, you gotta have the face. How else can you know if they're emoting, how they feel? When things like The Mandalorian and Deadpool are both really good examples of a character who always has a helmet or a mask on that emotes perfectly fine through just their body language, their actions, and like hand movements. They're really good at that. You don't always have to have your main character with their mask off or whatever. It actually is starting to really piss me off that they do that all the time. Yeah, I'm not like an anti-feminist, anti-woke person. I really am not, but
I'm an anti-stupidity person.
Yes.
That's what it boils down to.
That's a good way to put it. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about.
Oh, I got AIDS.
Where was I? I was at the park at a Mexican bread store, and I was walking out, and right next to the bread store there was there is a bar. So these two guys will come walking out of the bar, and all I hear was, "I swear to God, she has herpes." And then the other guy is, "How do you know that?" And then the first guy says, "'Cause I gave it to her."
I woke up this morning.
Holy shit.
Shut up. I woke up this morning, and the very first thing I hear is, and I quote, like, I can't make this up. Mm-hmm. "You need to put a cold fish down the toilet."
A cold fish?
Down the toilet.
Did our friend that just left not too long ago say that?
Yep.
Was she on the phone?
Yep.
Did she explain what she meant by that?
Nope.
Very cool.
You need to put a... Are we fucking making sushi in toilets now? Like, what the fuck?
Actually, I'm going to look that up. Cold fish in toilet.
But imagine how confused I was, like, literally just opening my eyes and hearing that.
All that came up was, if a fish is flushed down the toilet still alive, it will likely go into shock from the cold water and die within seconds, and it could also damage your septic system or plumbing. That's all that came up.
Cold, not gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so Google's just retarded.
Yeah.
Well, we knew that. But I opened my eyes, and that's the first thing I fucking hear, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
And I even asked for an explanation, but I didn't get one.
Very interesting.
So,
this week, I'm pretty sure I am able to hang out with you. Yeah, until Friday. I actually want to put together a document of... We've talked about it before. Remember us talking about Boogie?
yes.
And you know how we want to talk about Nick Rekieta, but his body cam footage is still not available because he wrote to the court. I was like, nah, don't let that out. So those people are called...
Did he really do that?
Yeah.
Like, is that proven?
Yeah.
Lovely.
And his excuse, him and his other internet famous friend, also their excuse is, well, I don't want people looking at my children. There's weird people on the internet. And then Joshua Moon, who's the owner of Kiwi Farms, who I get this kind of information from, is like, before they release it, they will redact any children's names and also blur out any children's faces.
Yeah.
And he blocked it from happening. So until it will be blocked until A, his trial goes into discovery, I believe, or B, him, his wife, or his second wife, friend, signs off on it, which that will never happen.
Oh no, a shotgun can be pretty fucking...
Don't in Minecraft. Shotgun in Minecraft.
Shotgun can...
This guy is very, very terminally online, and you never know if he'll see this stuff if we talk about him. Anyway, these people are called lol cows.
I don't know. A shotgun can be pretty persuasive
in Minecraft. They're called
to your head
in Minecraft.
Just let the
stop
body cam
stop.
Out. Let the body cam
out. These people are called lol cows.
If my neighbor heard that,
okay,
it is not going to be good.
Very cool. These people are called lol cows, and the website that Joshua Moon runs is called Kiwi Farms, and it is the source of all things lol cows. And I want to put together a document with 2 or 3 different lol cows. There's one that I really, really, really am interested in hearing your take on. And since I'm here, being able to hang out with you every day until Friday, probably Friday, I want to record another episode that is the lol cow special. And just talk about weird, disgusting, depraved, awful people. and just get your takes on all of them.
Okay. Am I on the list of awful people?
Weird, but not awful.
I gotta try harder.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Look, me just saying that we're going to probably do this is probably going to put a target on our backs. But where we're so small, probably not. But
I mean, I already live with 3 different targets on my back, so what's another one?
I mean, you don't really have a presence online, but I do. So you won't get fucked, but I will.
I could still get shot.
I guess. Anyway, plan for that to be the next podcast episode.
Or don't, depending on how lazy we are.
Yeah.
Because we can be fucking lazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
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 Fuckity fuck.
Okay. Thank you once again for joining us for another episode. We hope you didn't enjoy it.
I hope they enjoyed it.
I don't. Fuck them. Just kidding.
Hey. Watch it. I still might have a chance.
Okay.
Probably not.
I want to give another special shout out to my homie, Chinese horse. Chinese horse? Chinese cow. That was Chinese horse.
Horse.
They haven't subscribed to the Patreon yet, but once they do, their name will be at the end of each episode. I have also set up different playlists to separate each individual thing. There's a playlist for our Patreon videos, which is private. You probably won't be able to see. One for the normal podcast, one for Taboo Tater Tot, Taboo Couch Potatoes, which will be specifically gaming, including the both of us. And then a playlist of just me playing Civilization, which only has 1 episode in it right now, but hopefully there will be at least 2 by the time this goes up. But yeah, do you have any closing statements?
Be sure to hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new around here.
Check out
that sounds so
Twitter.
Like
corporate,
stereotypical YouTuber.
Yeah.
Check out our Redbubble. We got some really fucking cool stuff over there. I'm gonna be getting something for myself. Probably a hat. I'm not sure, but probably a hat.
A hat.
Oh,
new designs at least once a week.
And my ma is going to get Callan a bunch of our shit.
A bunch?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't know how much a bunch is, but
yeah. A lot of stuff over there is very expensive, but things like shirts and hats and stuff are pretty cheap. Like, it's really weird. The shower curtain is like $90 for some reason.
What the fuck?
I have no idea. Maybe it's just the material it's made out of. I don't know.
What are they making it out of? Like 2% gold?
I don't know. But
we don't get to choose the prices, sadly.
Yeah. If you'd like to donate, that's like not Patreon, then our channel Cash App is in the description as well. Anything donated to the Cash App or the Patreon will go towards equipment and stuff for the studio. Right now we want some rubber grommets, so
actually
this stops happening.
We can cross that off the list.
Why?
I'll talk to you about it later.
Oh, okay. We also want actual soundproofing. Like right now we have some like kindergarten foam mats.
But by the way, real quick, and I don't know why you talking about the studio brought it up or brought it to mind, but we should do like a celebratory thing for when we hit 20.
25. I like 25. It's a good quarter number.
Because it's a quarter.
Yeah. I like the number 25. 25 and 69 are my 2 favorite numbers. And 420. And 10 and 5. And 95. I probably shouldn't have said that. Fuck!
You confused the fuck out of me.
Okay.
Sex?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, we'll talk about that. Right
wait.
now we have foam multicolored kindergarten mats screwed to our wall that works pretty well. But
Shout out to
actual
Morgma, or what did you call
Mama
it?
Morgs.
Mama Morgs, yeah.
Actual soundproofing would be pretty cool. But we have plenty of room so we don't have to replace the foam mats right away. But, actual soundproofing would be nice.
I would like to put soundproofing over here.
Yeah.
So that when we were able to close that window,
Yeah.
the dogs barking won't be picked up on mic.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But yeah, just other things. It would be cool to get like also those like little devices that like cup the microphones so that we can be talking to each other and each other's microphones don't pick each other up.
I mean, that's not really an issue now.
Not horribly, but it is a little bit. It's just like I said, it's just something that I would like for the studio. It doesn't need to happen. It's not the first priority. Also a better laptop. That would be super cool.
Maybe something that can actually keep up with the shit that we need to do.
The editing software specifically, yeah.
I wasn't going to be specific, but okay.
Yeah, that works. But other than that, thank you all for joining us. Tune in next time when I spit roast Buddy.
What the fuck does that mean?